this common idea that to be a great leader, you must also be a morally good person. But history reveals that's a very common misconception. To be truly effective, a leader must sometimes be ready to challenge our expectations and act against what is considered conventional virtue. We are about to see how the incredible pressure of necessity can sometimes force a leader to set aside the very principles we all consider to be good.
We're going to examine the effective methods for using firm and now we will discover the challenging truth that in certain.
Idea 1. Learn how not to be good. A ruler's duty is to maintain the state. This means being ready to act against conventional virtue when necessity demands it. You must build the capacity to do hard, even ugly things. These actions should be rare but decisive, never driven by whim.
Trained to recognize red line conditions like an armed conspiracy.
Maintain a public reputation for integrity because appearances matter. Your people must believe in your virtue and justice. Be ready to pivot when reasons for a promise disappear. A ruler's primary promise is to the state, not a single treaty. After any severe measure, quickly restore normal legality and benefit. This prevents lingering resentment and reinforces your rule. The aim is not amorality for its own sake. It is the survival and stability of the state against all threats, internal and external. Idea 2. Choose fear over love, without hatred.
It's safer to be feared than loved. Love is fickle and vanishes when.
Affection is a weak bond. It breaks when it no longer serves self-interest, leaving a ruler vulnerable when they need support the most. Fear, however, is held in place by a dread of punishment that never fails. This certainty creates a bond that is far more reliable and constant. Yet, a ruler must inspire fear without inciting hatred. The line you must never cross is the seizure of property or the violation of families. Build a system of sanctions that is clear, consistent, and impersonal. Punish only with a manifest cause, never from a personal vendetta. In times of peace, cultivate goodwill. But in crisis, use the certainty of consequences to hold people to dangerous, necessary tasks. If you must be severe, be brief and explain the state's reason. Then pivot immediately back to demonstrating order and its benefits. This blend of predictable fear, without hatred, deters disobedience while keeping conspiracies and popular uprisings highly unlikely. Idea 3. Be the fox and the lion. Master appearances. Law often fails, so a ruler must also know how to act as a beast. The two main ways to contest are through law and force. Be the lion to frighten the wolves. Your strength must be visible and undisputed, deterring any direct challenges to your power. But you must also be the fox to recognize the traps. Cunning and foresight are essential to evade the plot. Most people judge by appearances and results. It is crucial to seem virtuous even when necessity forces you to act otherwise. Make your agreements actionable with clear escape clauses. This gives you the flexibility to adapt when conditions inevitably shift. Invest in visible, routine displays of virtue. Public perception is a powerful shield and a tool to anchor your reputation. Teach your lieutenants counter-deception and build early warnings for traps. Your inner circle must be as shrewd as you are.
Hold back your full power for the one decisive moment that secures a.
Idea 4. Build power on your own arms. States rest on good laws and good arms. Since laws depend on force, your first duty is to command reliable, homegrown power.
Mercenaries are a dangerous gamble, bold with allies but cowards. In peace they ruin you with extortion and in war they will desert you.
Replace this rented muscle with forces drawn from your own citizens. Tie their fortunes directly to yours through honor and advancement.
Readiness must be your unwavering creed. In times of peace you must.
Instead, arm and train those you trust. A loyal armed populace is the strongest wall that will ever defend your state. This is not militarism, it is the foundation of true sovereignty. Promises are just paper when they are not backed by power. You cannot abolish fortune, but you can build dikes to prepare. Channel future floods by acting in calm times. Make adaptation a discipline. Write playbooks for both bold and cautious modes, and rehearse switching between them. Build buffers like cash, logistics, and alliances during quiet periods. This is the foundation for future action. When a window of opportunity opens, act decisively. Compress timelines so your opponents have no time to mobilize against you. When faced with great uncertainty, always remember to choose audacity, for it is the adventurous and the bold who truly master their own fortune. It's thorough preparation that makes the difference, transforming boldness from a reckless gamble into a decisive and calculated advantage.
Idea 6. Use cruelty effectively. Act quickly, then halt.
Well-used cruelty is swift and happens once at the beginning to secure the state. It is a necessary shock to establish firm control. After the initial severity, it ceases. It is then replaced by measures that are useful and beneficial, building a foundation of stability. Ill-used cruelty grows over time. It forces a ruler to always stand with knife in hand, guaranteeing hatred and instability. If extreme measures are necessary, concentrate them into one short campaign. Deliver all injuries at once, so the shock is singular. Deliver benefits little by little. People will savor improvements that accumulate over time, building loyalty and goodwill gradually. People forget shocks sooner when they are not repeated, but they remember the steady accumulation of small positive improvements.
If you've delegated harshness, publicly discipline that agent of cruelty.
In contrast, all armed prophets have conquered. When you must found a new regime, pair your compelling vision with undeniable coercive capacity. The sequence is critical. First, you must build or capture reliable forces. This is the bedrock of. Second, you must swiftly neutralize glory. Do not ally with a stronger power to smash a third unless necessary. Victory then leaves you completely at your powerful ally's mercy. Neutrality feels safe in the moment, but it accumulates enemies and no friends. Decisive commitment buys creditors when you need them most. Idea 10. The people are your best fortress. A ruler's true security is the goodwill of the populace. To be hated by the people is the ultimate vulnerability, a weakness no stone wall can defend. Build this loyalty through restraint. Above all, do not seize the property or interfere with the families of your subjects. This breeds irreversible hate.
Be a true protector, not a plunderer, by punishing your own officials.
Invest in shared public goods. Grand festivals and spectacles bind the social classes together, creating a sense of unity and shared identity under your rule. This practice curbs the poison of flattery without undermining your authority, ensuring you receive true counsel instead of what you merely wish to hear.
Traitors know any plot is futile when the populace is loyal.
Your citizens are your living ramparts. When the people are your fortress, you will find that walls of stone and mortar are rarely ever necessary.